I think the good thing about it passing is, our members are able to get back to work.
Right now on Apple Valley News Now, live at 5, it is over. The Hanford Guard Union gets back to work in less than 48 hours from now.
Plus, one Tri-City could start charging more for irrigation, but you will have a chance to let your voice be heard.
Also ahead, proposed legislation would increase penalties against students and adults who threaten or commit violence against school staff and students.
Albert James has that story, and Stacy is here as well.
Well, we had a rainy start, but check it out. The sun is out. How long is it going to stick around? I've got your weekend forecast on the way.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us. I'm Austin Reed.
And I'm Wendy Redman. It is Friday, January 10th. The more than 1 month lockout of Hanford Guard members is officially over. The union voted on and passed the latest proposal. Apple Valley News Now's Dan Henson has been following this lockout from the very beginning and tells us how it got to this point.
The Wednesday before Thanksgiving, Hanford Guard Union Local 21 told Apple Valley News Now that Hanford Mission Integration Solutions locked them out after an agreement on a new contract could not be agreed upon after the previous one expired. With the new contract, HGU 21 can go back to work. Thursday, HGU 21 approved the contract after 3 previous contracts failed. Hanford Mission Integration Solutions says workers will be back to work on Sunday. HGU 21 said before the vote was taken, there were mixed feelings about the latest contract.
Overall, it's not everything that we were asking for, but we felt that it was good enough to take to the body for a vote, but we feel that it's the best option right now. We want to get people back to work, and that's our intent.
Both HGU 21 and HMIS say guards are heading back to their jobs beginning on Sunday. Amy Bache, the president of HMIS, says HMIS got 2 proposals from the union before the most recent proposal from the guards that was close to what HMIS was offering.
We're excited that the union voted positively to go enact the new terms of the contract. We're excited to have our employees back and move forward with the new elements of the contract.
The new contract includes a 23.5% wage increase over 4.5 years. The increase of wages is adjusted to have the increase of those wages early in the contract. However, there is no cost of living increase, and they didn't get anywhere on the medical autonomy. Union members say the most important part of this vote passing is
We're just glad to get everybody back to work.
both HMIS and HGU 21 say these negotiations have been long and tough, and rebuilding bridges won't be overnight. It's going to take some time before that happens. Dan Hanson, Apple Valley News Now.
Dan, thank you for that. We're going to head to Yakima, where a Yakima County Superior Court judge has ruled that the petition to recall Yakima County Coroner Jim Curtis can move forward. Petitioners have accused Curtis of using illegal drugs obtained from deceased persons while on duty, making false statements to public servants, and taking a long absence from his duties. The judge's decision today, not whether that happened, but whether the petition itself is up to legal standards.
I'm not a fact finder, and I'm not making credibility determinations. I'm testing the sufficiency of the legal and factual basis.
Coming up new at 6 tonight, our Emily Goodell will tell you what petitioners have to do now in order to get the recall question on the ballot. Turning to weather, we saw bits of sun today.
Thank goodness, right?
Oh, I'm so happy about that. But will it continue into the weekend?
I hope so, because that really helps our mood, Stacy. Let's send it over to you. Will there be more sun?
The answer to that is yes, for a little bit. So enjoy that. Yes, the sun popped out after those showers this morning. 39 degrees, a little bit warmer. We're moving temperature slightly above average, and our winds are blowing around 6, but our feels like temp is 35. So still a little bit on the chilly side outside. Our temperatures tonight will be a few degrees warmer than they were last night, but still chilly in the Yakima and Kittitas valleys, a little bit above the freezing level here in Tri-Cities, Walla Walla, Pendleton as well. What's coming up though is those gusty winds. They're going to start picking up and continue through tonight. till midday tomorrow, and some places a little more prevalent, like the Blues and the foothills of the Blues in the Walla Walla area. We do have winter weather alerts in place. Most of the snow seems to be setting up for the northern portion of the Cascades, 7 to 12 inches. Think Stevens Pass. In the Blues, we do have a winter weather advisory there as well, with up to 10 inches possible in those upper elevations and gusty winds at 40 miles per hour. So grab your shade. You're going to need them this weekend. Our temperatures are going to be above average for a couple of days. We'll start to cool down next week. Mountain snow also will start tapering off late tonight, early tomorrow. Is the fog and low clouds going to return? I'll have that answer coming up in just a bit. Austin, Wendy.
Thank you, Stacy. The Yakima Health District just reported the first flu-related death of the season in Yakima County. The person was between the ages of 30 and 49 and had underlying health conditions. Right now, flu activity in Washington state is classified as very high. Well, last year's flu season began early this year. Actually, flu activity started increasing in about mid-December and continues to climb weekly. Based on the total number of flu tests done during the end of December, about 23% were positive. That's an increase from a month earlier when it was about 3%.
Over to Pasco now. If you get irrigation water throughout the city or plan to, there may be changes coming this year. The city of Pasco is proposing increased irrigation rates and a connection fee for new customers. The city says the proposed increase is needed to improve the irrigation system's reliability and prepare for future growth. The deputy city manager says irrigation is a utility, which means ratepayers will have to sustain that utility.
So the ratepayers' connection fees, the monthly rates, they need to be enough to maintain that system. So we do not use this money for any other purposes but for irrigation only.
Now, the city is opening their ears for an upcoming listening session this coming Monday. They say they have received a lot of feedback so far, but they're hoping for as much as they can get. That is happening Monday at 6 p.m. in the council chambers at Pasco City Hall. The adopted rate and connection fee would potentially be active by the end of March. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, Walla Walla District, and the Confederated Tribes of the Umatilla Indian Reservation are coming together for a project to improve fish passage along Mill Creek. The signing ceremony happened Friday afternoon. The collaboration is part of a federal pilot program under the Water Resources Development Act of 2020. The goal is to get fish moving through Mill Creek.
It's a flood control channel. When it was constructed in the 30s, people didn't consider fish passage at all. And so the Confederated Tribes of the Umatilla Indian Reservation have been an integral part in all of these efforts, whether they were partnering with a nonprofit that has been modifying the channel or with the Corps of Engineers.
This project begins with a study in Mill Creek to look at potential modification of the weirs in the creek for fish passage purposes. There are around 80 weirs that Corps will be looking at. We'll have much more from the signing coming up at 6 o'clock tonight on Apple Valley News Now.
Proposed legislation in Olympia would increase penalties for anyone who threatens or attacks officials at school sporting events.
Yeah, Albert James spoke with the representative spearheading the effort about why more protections are needed for referees.
Their total focus is on that game and what they're watching and what they're doing, so they're very vulnerable.
Republican Suzanne Schmidt of Spokane Valley says referees of school sporting events often find themselves at risk for verbal and physical attacks or threats. She's proposed bipartisan legislation to protect officials overseeing sporting events or other activities at public and private schools. If passed, House Bill 1085 would increase the penalties associated with violence against officials, a gross misdemeanor. Adults or students who threaten or attack a referee could face more fines and jail time and even get banned from school grounds. Schools would also have to put up signs informing people of the penalties. Schmidt says she was moved to push for more protections by a friend who was forced out of refereeing after being attacked.
I was a referee in 1996 in Colville, Washington, that was headbutted by a high school wrestler and knocked unconscious. I quit breathing. I was unconscious for about 5 minutes and have undergone 4 neck surgeries as a result of that assault.
The Washington Officials Association says it's backing the bill as abuse toward referees from spectators, coaches, and players has dramatically increased in recent years, driving a decline in officials. It says both penalties and awareness are crucial to keep sports as safe environments where students can grow. Schmitz also pushed for more referee protections last session, but failed after concerns about stiffer penalties and numerous changes, though she's hoping things will be different this time around.
I want to have people held accountable for this behavior, for aggressive behavior that's really just, there's no place for it in a school or a after-school activity.
Schmidt says her bill has not yet been scheduled for a committee hearing. In Olympia, I'm Albert James reporting.
Governor Inslee is taking action to strengthen laws when it comes to emergency abortion care in our state. His directives to the Washington State Department of Health would do two things essentially: stop hospitals from withholding care because a person is pregnant, and stop hospitals from prioritizing the pregnancy or health of an unborn baby over the health of the pregnant person unless directed by the patient. While Washington hospitals do follow these practices now, Governor Inslee says he is directing the department to adopt this rule on an emergency basis because of the likelihood of changes to federal abortion policy.
Apple Valley News Now, live at 5, is just getting started. Up next, a new business opens in Kennewick.
Also ahead,
firefighters are trying to use a break in the wind to get some kind of control over the Southern California wildfires before more wind arrives early next week. I'm Alex Stone, ABC News in Altadena, California. The story's coming up.
And we have almost made it to the weekend. Stacy is back with a look at your full forecast. We'll be back after this.
So what do you think about these?
We're going to take everything.
From design and products to removal and installation, Rebath is with you through every step of your remodel. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,000 off your complete bathroom remodel.
Experience winter fun at Silver Mountain Resort. Discover some of the best terrain in the region, just 30 minutes east of Coeur d'Alene, right off I-90. Relax in a beautiful condo, just a short stroll from the gondola, dining, exciting water slides, and indoor surfing at the water park. Enjoy a gondola ride to our exhilarating snow tubing and your gateway to snow rider heaven. Create unforgettable family memories at Silver Mountain. Book today at silvermt.com.
Hot Tub, Hot Tub, Hot Tub. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2025 inventory. Today through Sunday. Hapo Center Pasco. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. New 2025 inventory. Hot tubs starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. Come see the revolutionary swim spa in action and save up to 60%. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Worry-free installation. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Hapo Center Pasco. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
Widespread rain.
Got the perfect setup for moving into the camp.
Apple Valley News Now, the #1 most watched morning TV station in town.
Now that's good.
How do I look?
We're doing it.
We're Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
My name is Chris Leaf. I'm a dot worker, and I do stuff around the dot area. Originally, I started in Richland in March of 2012. I went from Richland to Kennewick. I just apply on their application. As soon as I'm in the interview, they hire me right on the spot. I did my training at the store. There was no videos, no nothing like that. Now, when you tell me busy, you tell me not busy. It kind of varies from time to time. I just love the people here. Everybody enjoy my sense of humor. Just like working here.
Goodwill. Donate, shop, impact locally.
Should we take a look at? What do you think?
So here.
From design and products to removal and installation, Rebath is with you through every step of your remodel. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $500 off your tub or shower remodel.
The Kraken head for Buffalo to battle the Sabres, Saturday at 12:30 on MeTV.
At least 10 people are dead and at least 180,000 forced to leave as wildfires rage across Los Angeles.
Yeah, and authorities are now expecting the death toll to increase. ABC's Alex Stone has more from Altadena.
Firefighters are trying to use calmer winds to get in and really battle the flames today. The red flag fire warnings are actually set to expire tonight, but all day today, helicopters have been up battling those flames, something they had not been able to do because of the wind. They have a lot of work ahead. National Guard troops now patrolling the streets in Los Angeles to help enforce evacuation orders. A 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. curfew for the Eaton Fire and Palisades fire areas to prevent looting as the city deals with catastrophic wildfires.
We're not doing this to inconvenience anybody. We're doing it to protect the structures, the houses that people have left.
The fires, which have devastated Los Angeles neighborhoods on the east and west sides of the city, have destroyed over 10,000 buildings, with those figures expected to grow.
We found out through word of mouth yesterday, confirmed from our neighbors that hiked in, that our house was gone.
The Palisades fire between Santa Monica and Malibu on the city's west side and the Eaton fire in the east near Pasadena already rank as the most destructive in Los Angeles history. They've consumed over 53 square miles and turned entire neighborhoods to ash. The winds, with gusts up to 100 miles an hour earlier this week, have died down.
Due to the favorable overnight weather conditions, we can report that the Palisades fire is now 8% contained. The Kenneth fire, forward progress has been stopped with 35% containment at 1,000 acres.
In Washington, President Biden pledging to pay for 100% of the state's immediate costs for the next 180 days.
The scope, the scale, and the erratic movements of these fires is truly unprecedented.
County and city officials here apologizing for mistaken emergency alerts that went out earlier today and yesterday as well, telling people that that was a mistake. It was not human cause, they say. But LA County has about 9 million people in it. Everybody got it. Now the warning is not to turn off the emergency alerts on cell phones here. They're saying please don't do that because they want people to get the messages. Alex Stone, ABC News, Altadena, California.
And coming up tonight at 9 on Apple Valley News Now, ABC News has a special edition of 2020. It's called American Catastrophe, LA Burning. Again, a special edition of ABC News' 2020 tonight at 9 right here on ABC's Apple Valley News Now.
A year and a half ago, a Kennewick woman and her husband had a vision to help people after they had an experience at a stretch lab in Spokane. Now fast forward to today, and that dream became a reality. The Stretch Lab in Kennewick opened today in grand fashion. Community members braved the rain to hear the Kamaikan Band entertain. Also, the Kennewick Mayor Pro Tem issued a proclamation. It's a place to help stretch clients out to help improve their mobility. Co-owner Kelly Cowell couldn't contain her excitement and emotions about this day finally happening.
I'm going to start crying. It's everything. We were looking for something to do in a business here in the Tri-Cities, and we wanted to give back, and this feels like we are giving back. We're helping people. Everybody here is to support us and loves it, and that's everything.
Cowell says she grew up in the Tri-Cities and loves everything about it here. She has been living other places for the past 20 years and couldn't wait to come home. The Stretch Lab is on Edison Street across from Kamaikan High School in Kennewick. If you'd like more information on the Stretch Lab, just visit our website, applevalleynewsnow.com. Well, new tonight, both Oregon and Washington just determined the annual catch quota for sturgeon has been met and likely exceeded. So, as of today, the 2025 harvest season for sturgeon is now officially closed. Oregon State Police Fish Wildlife Troopers were out on boat patrol New Year's Day for the Columbia River Sturgeon Opener. Troopers say the river was busy with sturgeon anglers. Many popular fishing locations were at capacity because of the high catch rate on opening day.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And what a difference a day makes. We started out with rain and cloudy skies. We ended with some sunshine, and the sun has just set in our area. 39 degrees on our Legends Casino Skycam. Winds are light at 6. Now, the feels like temp is 35, so it's still chilly if you're heading outside. Let's take a look at our weather pattern for the next couple of days. System has basically moved through the area. However, we're going to see some more snow showers developing over the Blues overnight and some of the Cascades, mainly northern Cascades towards Stevens Pass and above. Here's where the winter weather alerts are in place again. It is crossing Snoqualmie Pass. Most of that has cleared up, but again, above 2,500 feet, think Stevens Pass area, 6 to 12 inches of snow still possible, plus some breezy winds at 35 miles an hour. The Northern Blues have a winter weather advisory where we could see up to 10 inches, especially in those upper elevations, with those gusty winds continuing through tonight. Futurecast is showing that snow developing late tonight again across that I-84 corridor and in the foothills of the Blues just outside of Walla Walla and Ski Bluewood. Some of those totals, though, are starting to decrease from what we thought just a couple of days ago. Look at this. We have mostly clear skies as you get through your Saturday. A little bit of clouds hanging around the foothills of the Blues, Pendleton and Walla Walla tomorrow. But most of us should see some nice sunshine and again, a few light snow showers across the Cascade Mountains, but no winter weather advisories after tomorrow. We still have a wind advisory in place till 1 o'clock in the morning. That'll expire too, and those winds will start to decrease and die down. But we will still see those breezy winds in places like the Columbia River Gorge and again, foothills of the Blues and of course through the mountain gaps, Ellensburg, Snoqualmie. Those winds will continue through the afternoon, and then we'll continue to see those improve as we move into our Saturday and Sunday, where things are going to start to calm down for most of our area. But expect some breezy winds as you move through the day in the Columbia Basin and through the foothills of the Blues. Temperatures tonight a little bit warmer than we have been the last couple of nights. We're in the 30s, and the freezing level, well, still seeing that through Ellensburg, Yakima into Sunnyside, a little bit warmer in the Columbia Basin. Temperature-wise, we have a nice little bump into Saturday, close to 50 degrees. Then we're going to come down to right about our average and then slightly below the average into next week. Let's take a look at our 7-day planner. Look for those breezy winds in the Tri-Cities. Not too bad. Nice temperatures and some sunshine through the weekend, even on Monday. Now, the only caveat to that is next week, like late Sunday into Monday, we're going to see some fog and freezing fog developing into the area. So that typical setup we've been seeing over the last couple of days is going to come back, but enjoy that sunshine through the weekend. Pretty good chance of that sticking around next week, though things calm down quite a bit. We're going to cool down slightly right below the average in most of the area. But again, sunshine is here for the weekend. Look for those gusty winds along the foothills of the Blues and Walla Walla tomorrow. And again, those snow totals have been kind of all over the map today. I'll talk to you next hour about the ski report, but today, enjoy that sunshine, some breezy winds and warmer temperatures for tomorrow. So not a bad looking forecast, guys.
Yeah, sunshine and warmer temperatures.
Yeah,
we'll take it. Even if it's just for 2 days, right?
Yes.
We'll take what we can get. Yeah, for sure.
All right, Stacey, thank you. We've got the spotlight up next.
Vikings, Rams, Wildcard. Pre-game 4:30 Monday on Apple Valley News Now.
Hey, babe, what's a 5-letter word that starts with PH and ends with NE? Clue is get 4 of these for free with 4 lines for $90 a month at US Cellular.
James, have you tried the 4 free phone flakes? I love these free phone flakes.
Hey, Dad, 4 free phones.
Each serving has 4 free phones.
4 free phones?
Thanks.
Oh.
They're right behind me, aren't they? Choose 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month. No trade-in needed. US Cellular.
I felt like there was just no answers to get out of the anxiety and the depression that I had.
I was suicidal all the time, thinking about it nonstop, every day, every moment.
Depression and anxiety rob millions of us of our day-to-day lives, but nothing seems to pull you out of it. Introducing Neurostim TMS, Washington's leading provider of transcranial magnetic stimulation, or TMS therapy. At Neurostim TMS, we treat the root of the problem with a series of short daily treatments. Using a non-invasive magnetic field, TMS activates the natural function of the brain's neurotransmitters to improve mood and regulate emotion. TMS is not shock therapy. It's an FDA-approved, easy outpatient experience and covered by all major medical insurances.
There's nothing better than just being able to enjoy life again.
The treatment just completely, fundamentally changed my life.
Visit neurostimtms.com today or call to schedule your free consultation at any of our 12 Washington state locations.
A deadly inferno, the city of angels ablaze, the fear, the lives shattered, the heroes racing in. Tonight, the breaking news special, the horror and the hope. David Muir in The Fire Zone, American Catastrophe, LA Burning, tonight on ABC.
Save thousands on the new revolutionary swim spa at a one-time sale. Today through Sunday. Hapo Center Pasco. Exercise with low impact. Swim the entire year and stay in shape. Teach your kids to swim. Unwind and save thousands. Avoid the expense and maintenance involved with a pool. Swim, exercise, and relax in your new aquatic exercise swim spa. Installation in 1 day only. New 2025 inventory. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Hapo Center Pasco. Free admission. Free parking. Call 833-SPA-SALE.
Bathfitter showers have got people talking. Our wide selection of showers means it's exactly what we wanted. Seamless and watertight walls are much easier to clean than tiles and grout. And they stay in excellent shape. Every Bathfitter shower is backed by a lifetime warranty. And with thousands of 5-star reviews, the experience exceeds expectations. It's no wonder millions of Bathfitter customers love their new shower. It just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Every night at 5, we bring you the spotlight. This is a unique one. Today, Pullman Code Enforcement officers Loop and Sorum had the opportunity to rescue this raccoon who had managed to get his paw stuck inside a trap. The police department says the raccoon is grateful to be free, and they are grateful to the caring person who called them for help. All right, if you have an idea for the spotlight, send me an email. It's easy, areed@applevalleyNewsNow.com. Glad he's okay.
Thing,
I know,
right?
Yeah.
Aw, all right. Well, Stacy is back with a final look at your forecast when we come back.
Aren't you just a spoonful of sugar?
Young Sheldon, tonight at 11:05. Apple Valley News Now.
You love the internet. But do you love your internet? Do frozen screens make your heart melt? Do buffering wheels give you butterflies? Didn't think so. You should meet Ziply Fiber. It's faster, it's friendlier, it's fiber. Ziply is fiber optic internet. That means no lag and no buffering. Gotta love it. Ziply Fiber. Call 1-888-GO-ZIPLY or visit ziplyfiber.com/GoZiply. Plans as low as $10 a month.
Fun times are waiting for you at Wild Horse Resort and Casino. Enjoy Vegas-style slots and table games, fine dining, and exciting entertainment. And now, get your tickets for the Australian Bee Gees, a tribute show on Saturday, February 15th. Voted the best tribute show in Las Vegas. Come jive to all the classic Bee Gees hits that you know and love. Get your tickets now. Wild Horse Resort and Casino. More winners, more often.
There's two kinds of people. Those who wait for the storm to pass, and those who drive a Ford Bronco Sport SUV. You'll feel confident driving J.D. Power's #1 small SUV for new vehicle quality. Off the pavement, go over any type of terrain with one of the 5 standard GOAT modes. And with 4x4 capability standard on all models, almost nothing gets in your way. When you drive a Ford Bronco Sport in weather like this, you don't just get through it, you embrace it.
Find your next way to escape. Go where the adventure awaits you, in the heart of Washington State. Kittitas County is a land of 1,000 journeys. No matter what your heart desires, you can find it waiting for you in the outdoors of Central Washington. See all that you can see, and more will be just around the corner. Whether you're in Central Washington for one of our area's many local events, an historical expedition, a shopping spree, to enjoy a weekend of wine tasting, or just for a night's rest on your way to another destination, there are great Central Washington stays standing by to welcome you. And if a great brew is one of those things that's calling, Kittitas County is the place to be. Award-winning breweries with local flavors for every palate and a story behind every pour. Adventure awaits you all year long. To begin your experience, visit centralwashingtonoutdoor.com. Adventures, activities, dining, lodging, and more. It's all just around the corner in Central Washington.
Vikings, Rams, Wild Card. Pre-game 4:30 Monday on Apple Valley News Now.
Next, ET.
That's a very good question.
One-on-one with Hoda Kotb on set of her final Today Show ever.
I kind of feel totally and completely heartbroken.
Next, ET.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
And welcome back. Come take a look at your screen viewer photo of the day from our good friend Dee in Walla Walla. Look at that wintry sunset bike ride. Enjoying that sun there in Walla Walla. I'd be out there taking a picture of that too. Remember to submit your photos. It's the QR code on the right side of your screen or applevalley.newsnow.com. Click on the weather tab. All right, bottom line weather-wise, we've got those breezy to gusty winds continuing through Saturday afternoon, especially in some areas. We're drying out. We're going to have some sunshine this weekend. Temperatures are going to be a little warm tomorrow, then a little more seasonal into next week, and things are calming down, other than we might see some low clouds and fog return in those late night, early morning hours. So just be aware of that. I think I'm going to enjoy the sunshine tomorrow.
Yes, me too. It'll be a welcome sight for sure. All right, thank you so much for joining our News at 5.
We're back at 6, hoping your news is good news.
Have a great weekend.